Hi you guys, welcome back to Wellness Guru. My name's Michelle and this is your restorative yoga class for day 4 of week 4, which means it's all about the mama group having fun, right? So if you've been having fun and doubling down on your self-care this month, here we go. These are the props that you're going to need to gather before we begin. If you don't have 2 blocks, I recommend that you get 2 big, thick books, a belt, or a yoga strap, and go ahead and make it into a loop at one end, okay? And if you don't have a bolster or 2 bolsters, go ahead and get 2 thick blankets, okay? So before we begin this restorative yoga class today, we're going to get settled by taking a few deep breaths. Go ahead and take your hands to the tops of your knees. Sit up nice and tall and close your eyes. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, let it out. Let go of everything that came before. This next several minutes of relaxing and restoring and coming right back to you. Let the stress of the day wash away. Inhale peace. Exhale that to-do list. Because here you are. Go ahead, open your eyes, and we are going to begin. So our first pose, we are going to do a supported balasana, child's pose. You will only need your bolsters or blankets or your pillows like I have here. So I'm going to put everything away.
Clearing your space around you during restorative is just as important as the practice, right? It's part of Saucha, the idea of cleanliness. So coming onto the knees and bringing the bolsters between the legs, underneath almost to your sit bones. You're going to bring the knees wide, toes touch, big toes touch. And then sitting up nice and tall, bring your shoulders down, away from the ears, and then slowly come over the pillows or the bolsters. If you find that you need more support underneath your neck or underneath your hips, then you can grab another blanket and lift up just a little bit more. So as you're settling in here, take a deep breath in, filling the back body between the shoulder blades, and exhale, releasing over the support beneath you. Allow yourself to just be here. If the mind starts to wander, gently bring it back to the present moment, to this pose, and just be. If at any time you feel uncomfortable, make the necessary movements to adjust. Go ahead and press into your hands, slowly lifting the chest and the head, and turn to face the other direction, giving your neck a different stretch than before. Make sure to keep those shoulders down and away from your ears. Take a deep breath in, filling the body with air, and exhale, releasing, letting go of everything and bringing you back to the present moment. Slowly begin to wiggle the fingers and the toes, bringing just a little bit of energy back to the body. Take a deep breath in. And then slowly go ahead and press into your hands, lifting yourself from the blankets, the bolsters, taking your time, bringing the hands to the tops of your thighs and rising. As we transition from this supported balasana pose, we'll come to a seat on the mat. Sitting up nice and tall, roll the shoulders up and back. And we'll take a few moments here in seated cat and cow. So inhale, using the hands on the knees, reaching the chest forward. Exhale, round the spine, chin towards the chest. Take a few rounds just like that. And then we'll make our way to our next pose. Grab your blocks or your books and a strap. The strap should have the loop already. Go ahead and bring the loop around your legs and take them to just below the knees, at the tops of the shins. And you can adjust the loop so that with your knees together, they are held there with the loop. And we'll go ahead, using our hands and feet, lift the bottom, take it to the tops of the blocks, adjusting the blocks underneath that low part of your sacrum, the top of your bottom. And as we come to this supported bridge pose, take any adjustments that you need, the back of the head and neck against the mat, crown of the head reaching to the mat behind you, right? The short edge. Planting the feet together and relax. The loop around the legs should allow you to fully let go of any effort that you have here holding the knees together. You should feel no effort at any point in this pose. Just support and letting go. As you inhale, Breathing into the chest, the belly, and the exhale brings the belly button closer to the spine and the chest down. Go ahead and take the hands underneath you to the blocks. Remove them out of the way as you lift your hips. And then hug the knees into the chest. Hands either around the shins or behind the knees. And then go ahead and extend the legs towards the sky and remove the strap. Rolling over onto your side and pressing yourself up. We're going to swing the legs around out in front of you, bringing the bolsters or the pillows on top of the legs for our next pose. Our supported forward fold. So you may want to find a blanket to put on top of the pillows to lift your head a little bit. And depending upon how tight your legs are, you may find that you need even more support here. So take as many props as you need to. It should not feel like an extreme stretch in the back of the legs. You should also not feel an extreme stretch or any type of discomfort in the back or the spine. So if there is any sort of discomfort there, go ahead and just stack more bolsters or more pillows or more blankets to support your head. The hands coming together underneath one of the blankets or bolsters is nice. It's almost like you're hugging the pillow, hugging the bolster. Go ahead and lift the head and turn your face in the opposite direction to get that little stretch on the other side of the neck as well. One side of the neck may feel tighter than the other. This is completely normal. And as you're here, just allow yourself to be. From here, start to wiggle the toes, the fingers. Deep inhale as you gently begin to lift the head off of the blanket and the pillows, removing them from on top of the legs. Scooching a little forward, we're going to come to our next pose, which is a supported fish pose. So taking the blanket and rolling it up to put underneath the knees and extending the legs out in front of you. With the pillows underneath the upper back, go ahead and lay back over the pillows. You may need the extra support under your head as well. So take your time getting into this pose and adjust as you need to. For me, I like to have something, so whether it's a blanket rolled or a pillow rolled underneath my neck to support my head. I also generally really like to have something underneath my arms, lifting my hands. So if I would do something different in this pose next time, I would have a blanket or a pillow underneath my arms so that my forearms are parallel to the ground and they're supported instead of hanging. Take a deep breath. Fill the chest. Feel the chest expand wide and tall. And the exhale, release. Relax the space between your eyes. Slowly begin to fill the body with air and wiggle the toes, bringing the feet to the mat and bending the knees. Slowly roll them over to the side and then come over to your side. Pressing into the hands, lift yourself up. And we'll go ahead and take our time getting into our final pose of the practice today. So go ahead and remove the props. You'll want to grab your strap once again, taking it in the loop around your legs. We're going to come to Viparita Karani, which is feet or legs up the wall. Now, you may find that you like to have a blanket underneath your bottom. So you'll want to bring it close to the wall and then turning with your hip to the wall, lift the legs and then scooch to where the backs of your legs are on the wall. Once again, there should be no effort here. So if the strap is not tight enough, go ahead and adjust so that your legs can just rest against the sides of the strap. Another nice treat in this pose is if you have a sandbag or any kind of weight to put on top of your feet. So at the bottoms of your feet, kind of pressing the legs down into the hips. It's really nice. Arms come out long, palms face up, and relax. This pose is particularly nice for long days on your feet, or after a night in heels, when you've gone out to party or have fun with friends to celebrate. We spend so much time on our legs, walking around, using our hips. This is a nice reprieve for them in this pose. Taking a deep breath here. Wiggle the toes and the fingers in preparation for movement. And when you're ready, go ahead, bend the knees, remove the strap. Hugging your knees towards the chest. And then go ahead, roll over onto your side, pressing yourself up with your hand, slowly coming to seated. Take a deep breath. You have arrived.
I hope that you enjoyed this restorative yoga class on day 4, week 4 of your Doubling Down on Self-Care series with us. I hope that you enjoyed this time that you gave yourself. I'm grateful for you, for those who gave you the space to be able to do this as well. And I hope you have a great rest of your day. Namaste, friends.